Good evening, friends. I hope we're all well. I hope we're all living the dream. Welcome back to the Beard Cave. Hope we're all well. We are back in Jurassic Beard for some more Jurassic Beard. No sound detected. I think you're lying there, TikTok. Yes, we're back. So, offline, I've been doing work. Anyway, I've been doing a lot of aesthetics sort of functions. So I think I'd put some of this in last time, but we've got more rocks in here that go all the way up here. We've got rocks that go all the way around the side here as well. I went through a couple of different options, moving everything around over here to try and get it how I wanted it, because the path was still a little bit sort of all over the shot. I mean, it still is there, but I mean, it's better than it was. Yeah, I was hoping to have them in a bit of a different position, but to get everything in as it is worked quite nicely. And then I've sort of got these sort of like little sort of like plazas, which is kind of what I wanted to have anyway. So I'm quite happy with those in there like that. We still might do some work on this path here. Maybe have this connect straight up there and cut across there, and then we can maybe put something in this area to make it a little bit more attractive area to be in. Yes, what else have I done? As you can see, I've put in quite a lot of greenery everywhere, mainly sort of around this area, because I'm probably not going to like change this area too much at this point. So that's all sort of there. I've just sort of tried to make things a little bit better. So I've tried to straighten up the roads a little bit, so a little bit more in. Welcome in, Nathaniel. How are we doing, my friend? Thank you for the honk. And I've sort of straightened these roads up a little bit here. I've put in another maintenance facility, another response facility down here. I put in, we've sort of got the Spinosaurus paddock sort of ready. So we've got the viewing gallery, the log viewing gallery, that viewing gallery there. And then we've put in quite a bit of vegetation around here. I appreciate that, my friend. I hope you're doing well. We've got another viewing platform here. I've redone the power set so they're a bit more like in line with each other. I've redone the maintenance things for like the third time. I've got two viewing platforms in here. I've done a little bit of rockage around here as well to make it a little bit fancy and around the edge and to sort of encove this park tour. I straightened this out a little bit so it's a little bit more in line, and I cut a little bit off this paddock as well just to give it a bit more space. And we've got another viewing gallery in here, and obviously you can see there's a lot of greenery as well. But yeah, the car ride goes all the way around here. Thank you, my love. I didn't know what to do with this corner, so I filled it with trees. We've got the park tour here. I flattened this area out as well. So this was trees last time, so I flattened this sort of out as well. Most of this area, and redone sort of the roads here, because this is going to be a paddock here. So I've sort of just put in the brief design of it. Of course, this connects around here. I've had this car, which started all the way around there, is going all the way through here. It's going to go up through this paddock, up around here, and up through here. So we've got a nice little rock sort of formation just to kind of keep all of our staff stuff in here. We're going to put a little bit of water in here, have like a little lake, and then we'll have like the lagoon and aviaries like around here. And then this will go all the way around. Maybe not the path, but it'll go all the way around here, and it'll eventually connect up back down here. So Obviously, we've got this little bit here. This is my best effort of trying to make a waterfall, and it's probably the best one I came up with. I'm very terrible. I wanted to have like one here and then come down to here, but it is what it is. So we're working with what we got. We've got some space here. I've put in loads of rocks here. And then we're going to have another paddock up here. So it's going to be the amphitheatre paddock, which is going to be sort of a quite big carnivore paddock, I think. We're going to have a stop. I put in another visitor centre, but I've found a nice one on the marketplace. Can't remember what it's called. So I put that there, and then we'll have the ride go past it, so it kind of looks a bit like Jurassic Park, which would be cute. And obviously these roads will connect up as well at some point. So yeah, we've done a lot of aesthetics. But we've not really done a lot of extra stuff, but we are going to hopefully get a few more bits online today. So let's fucking do it, shall we? So I've gone over here already, and we're going to get a couple more of these over here because we've had a few of these little fellas pass away, and we're going to put some Dracorexes in there as well. So that'll be nice. I've moved this. Can't remember where I had this. I think it was like over here. And I've also put another paleo thing in here. So, and put a like little fancy path in. So it's all sort of going tickety-boo at the moment. I need to get some more peeps in here, so we're going to see how that goes, because the Stegosaurus weren't liking it in there. Yeah, I mean, we're sort of just cracking on with these dig sites as well at the moment. Let's get some compies in there, because I might have them in the spine with the Spinos, because they don't care. If the Spinos want to eat them, then they can do. I've tried to do a little bit more research as well, so we can get a few more dinos underway. But yeah, we should definitely get this paddock online today, and we can probably get the framework for this paddock, which will probably be Stegosaurus, Triceratops, and maybe Ankylosaurs. I did say about the balloon ride as well. We could possibly get that in as well. So let's get. Do we have enough for a Spino? It's 95%. We do, and we have a little bit extra cash. So let's make it. Let's modify the genome a little bit. Resilience we don't have. That's fine. Tolerance. That might be okay. I think that'll be a meal, which would be well spent. Begin task. Who do we need for this? Everyone. All hands on deck. So like with the Spinosaur, it's going to have... Hopefully the people on the raft are going to see it around here. We've got a delivery system here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 viewing galleries for it. Got a nice amount of deep water here for it, and 2 feeders. So apart from a little bit maybe extra land and maybe a little bit of foliage, then we should be okay. And I built like a little lake for it there as well. So I think we lost a couple of these, so we're just sort of repopulating this area, getting a couple of Dracorexes in as well. Let's get this one going. Ready for incubation. Nocturnal, strong, aggressive. Ooh. Don't know if we want that. Nocturnal we don't really want either. Discard. That's going to be a little bit of a waste of money. But yeah, I hope we're all doing well. I hope we're all living the dream and all that. Hope we've all had a good day. Leon also says both, as you can hear. Said Nancy. Actually, what I want to do is check some of this research. Skin, stealth, toughness, heart and lung muscle strength, immune response. Gaining increase dinosaur strength, reduce the chance of dinosaur gaining a weak trait. I suppose strong was okay, wasn't it? Okay, we've got those in. Release fire airlift. I think we've got a couple of these incoming. Hopefully they'll fit in here okay. Missing. What's it missing? Ground fiber. It's very patchy, so ground fiber, ground leaf, pasture, wicked. So these guys are happy as well. They've got everything they need. Elderly, so we're gonna have to get some new those boys in soon. What about the mini ground fiber? Okay, they're fine as well. So we've got the Draco Rexes coming in. I really do like these delivery containers. I remember how many you've got. Is it 2? I've got 3. 4. 4? 5. I like these little fellas.
We are pleased to welcome a Draco Rex to the park.
Okay, we'll let them form territory and then we'll come back. Yes, let's do these fossils while we're in it. Ground leaf, so this might be a problem. Got water, ground nuts, ground leaf. Ground nut, ground leaf. Ground leaf, ground nuts. Okay. Oh, this does ground nut as well. Ground leaf, ground leaf. Come on, give me a little bit, just a little bit. Perfect. And hopefully these fellas, they're happy, they've got plenty of room. Fucking the Draco Rexes fucking started fighting. And these guys are all happy. Okay, so what's going on down here? What's going down here, fellas? Ladies, even. It's fine. A little bit of fighting doesn't hurt. A little bit of fighting. Well, let's try and get this Spino again, shall we? Resilience, compatibility. Dominance environment needs of all other animals in territory. Okay, sociability. Fuck it, we might as well go all out. Let's see what colours. Or kind of like that. I kind of like that for a male, so I'd like the female like a blue. Sort of like yellow spines. Get to. I keep forgetting, I say fellas, but they're all ladies, aren't they, in Jurassic Park? They were all born ladies, apart from the few that I've genetically engineered to be men. Which I don't think I've done yet, so... Chicken heads, be quiet. Okay, so what's going down here? These okay? 94%. Apart from the cohabitation issue, I don't think there's much we can do. But we maybe can move them into another enclosure if need be. See the area? I've got plenty of area. Sickly. We don't want sickly either. Discard all eggs. Well, that is 1.2 million down the Swanee. Defensive trait. Sickly trait. Actually, good time to get the scientists on a rest break. Pick it up, pick it up. And then we'll get the Little bets. Then we have to wait till we make another million.
My heart now lies with conservation, but the benefits of
As long as it's not
genetic
constipation,
modification
that's the
are
main thing.
myriad. Any advantage we can give the dinosaurs, we should.
Okay, that's all that taken care of. Got 100% coverage rating, so I want to try and get a few more dinos in here, but I'm not sure who's gonna fit in with these fellas. Says Stegosaurus, but I'm pretty sure the Stegosaurus didn't like them. Which was the issue of the missing tool nut. Oh, okay. Ankylosed, Stegos, Iguanodons. Is it tool nut? Tool nut. Tool fiber, tool nut. There we go. Make sure they're at a hundo. Let's go to the hatchery. Let's see what we can come up with this. That's mildly terrifying. Dinosaur needs cover wetlands. Be good if I could actually just pick like what I wanted. Cover 13, 29, water, tool, fiber, tool, fruit. Cover, water, ground fiber. Do we have ground fiber? No. Tool fiber, tool fruit. Tool nut. What about a Diplodocus? Pasture, wetland, water, tool, fruit. Tool leaf. Pasture, tool leaf. So like the Brachios have tool nuts. So I need something with tool nuts. Ground fiber. Ground nut. It's close. Diplodocus. So what? Iguanodons. Fruit. Fish. He wants the little fish. Where's the Ankylodocus? Maybe we just have to try and get a couple of these and put cohabitation in, see if it gets a bit better. So that's 460. What about the Apatosaurus? Okay, let's try and get a... That's 464. What about the other one? It was that one. That was 3. So let's try and get one of these in there. Humidity, social, comfort. That's actually only like 100 grand more, which is not like terrible. Cosmetic, so ladies. Kind of like that for the lady. Let's see if we can get one of those to fit in the system then, shall we?
Commencing synthesis procedure.
What's the synthesis?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be advised that our weather forecasts predict an incoming tornado.
Social and tolerant. Okay, that works all lovely. Begin incubation. We'll try that.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
There we gotta leave and get some pennies to come in now. So that's doing. Well, that's not doing good
Our weather
at all.
forecast has been updated. The tornado threat level has been raised.
Why is that not working? Don't be a dickhead. Come on. Oh, no. I want that one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Grand Theft Auto, mate. Jesus. Okay, I'm losing pennies on that one. That one's in profit. So why is that losing profit? Will there be a storm brewing?
Please beware of flying debris and proceed to take cover until the tornado has passed.
Even better, we got a tornado! Luckily that whole part of the park isn't operational, but okay, so it's not doing well there, but that one is doing okay there. Why is that doing that though? Oh, there we go. Back in profit already, okay. I wonder if that's then knocked something else out. That's fine. That's fine. That's all fine at the moment. Has been dispatched. Also need to deal with a dinosaur health issue. Good to know. Agitated by the storm. That is to be expected. Though we actually passed that fairly. There seems to be some sort of congestion here. Okay, now this has gone out of profit, so why is this? I think it's because we've hit a level now. Okay, that's fine. We're all good. Rabies, we've got rabies on site. No one's not having a good day. Elderly, rabies. Everything going on there. Do we have a rabies? Right, well, I want to research rabies, but I'll take. Do I have to fucking do that? Not too much difficulty. I mean, I'm only paying you to look after these bloody dinosaurs. Going the wrong way, you're going into the building there, mate. I just run over all them civilians as well, both are good options. Making this a very big effort. 3-point turn to get in there, lovely. Should take a photo, nice and easy. Reporting
stabilized conditions. The tornado has now.
Wasn't that fucking difficult, was it, game? Apparently it was. Okay, now we can get rabies rid. Yes, let's see if this works, shall we? So we're going to put the big fella over here. And we're going to synthesize a Spino. We now got to be careful with the pennies. Oh, we don't have features.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome our dreadnoughts to the park.
Jukebox, coffee, booth seating. There we go. That'll boost our profits there a little bit. So we've got a gift shop, we've got food, got drink, got toilets. Make that do get on. This is taking the piss. Oh, someone is on the way. Someone is on the way. Okay, almost in the zone. And we have rabies free, everyone. We are rabies free. Oh, that is a big boy. Look at that. That is a big boy.
The Dreadnoughtus.
Big.
This herbivore's name means fears nothing. And it's so big that I believe it.
It's so big. Okay, these fellas are happy. Tall fibre. It needs more wetland. We'll let it sort of sort its place out. Gelato. Doesn't sound happy, does it?
Obwohl das Wasser der Anlage zur Sicherstellung der Gesundheit.
Okay, that's fine. Bikini gelato.
Asegúrense de no remar de forma violenta en los kayaks para evitar alterar a los animales.
Wetland cover. Okay, cool. Bam, 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 bam. Tall fiber. It's at 80%. That's not terrible.
Remember, if your kayak becomes beached at any point in the tour, remain seated and our experts
Ah, there we go. It's gone automatically
For your added safety,
up.
our kayaks are made of an incredibly durable material.
Apart
that
from
can
cohabitation,
withstand
but
forces well beyond those
we can
you
sort
may
of deal with
encounter
that.
on this tour.
It loves the Ankylodocus. Oh, but it doesn't like the Brachiosaurus. That's a bit rude. That's a bit rude. Right, is our Spino ready? Humble, docile, social, strong, defensive, accommodating, sickly. I think we're gonna have to take that because it's got too many good traits, and sickly we can deal with.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
Bam, bam, bam. Okay. So we'll see how these fellas do. So they don't seem to be doing too bad. Tall nuts. Okay, that should make them happy. They're comfortable. He's comfortable. Okay. Release via airlift because we don't want to release them just into the middle of the park, do we? That's not what we want.
Asset to be collected.
See, this might be one of those ones where I could possibly close off a little bit of this enclosure and maybe put another set of friends in here, but I don't want to mess up what I've made, which is a shame. Activate. Is that on fire? No, that's just the aesthetic.
Transportation underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery, ready for you to observe our magnificent animals.
Yes, turn all these on.
We have added a new viewing platform, ready for you to gain an elevated view of our wonderful dinosaurs.
So Spinosaurus is on the way. Here we go. Target over the area. Bring it down. Gently now. Steady. In position. Steady now. Just put her down gently. And she's down. She's down. Taking in our new surroundings.
There's an animal locked.
Go for a little swim. Missing pasture, missing wetland. That's fine. Wetlands. So we've got wetland, we need some pasture, so we're going to have to take away some of this water. We got plenty of water, so we can get rid of some of this. Perfect, and then let's get some just pasture. And it's got loads of pasture there. And it's got plenty of wetland. Got plenty of water. Lovely. There we go. Happy dino. Splish splash, I was taking a bath. So what's the area? Oh, it's got plenty of area, so we could always make that a bit smaller. I always made my paddocks like way too big, really, but. $96, they're hundreds. 82, 83. Oh, it's the Brachio that dislikes all the other. It says it dislikes sauropods, but then it likes Apatosaurus, Ankylosaurus, all the other sauruses. Maybe we'll have to move the Brachiosaur into their own sort of enclosure if no one likes them, which is a bit. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it, Star? Big sad. Right, so while that's going, we can probably put together this sort of next enclosure. So this is probably going to be like a Stegosaurus paddock, maybe. Probably a better idea if I actually put in like this. Don't know if I like that at all, really, but. Okay. I think we're just gonna make life easier there. To be fair. That's not terrible. That's better. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Okay, perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery, ready for you to observe our magnificent animals.
Our magnificent animals. Well, that's horrible. It's very unusual. That'll work. Lovely. And then... Lovely. And the money's going up a bit as well. Don't like that. Have to redo that. That I don't hate. Don't love it, don't hate it. But that is okay. So that is hopefully going to be another paddock. Ready for some more dinos. Waiting for the pennies to go up a little bit so we can think about getting some baryonyx in, I think. Let's have a look at these. Okay, that's not terrible. Skin color. We won't do that just yet. We'll wait till we hit 10 mil and then we might get a couple of those in. But we've already up to 3 stars already, which is perfect. These are all getting views as well. Lovely. Oh. I mean, that's what you get fucking around Ranger Team. You're just like doing a 3-point turn in front of a Spino. Which, shock horror, is not exactly making it happy. Just having a little soak there. Okay, that's 10 million mark, so we can go buy some more dinos. Now we want some baryonyx. Batch size 3. If we've got 3 really good ones, that'd be amazing. Tolerant and fit. Humble and tolerant words. 1.3. Definitely a worthy investment.
Commencing procedure.
So yeah, with the parks coming on quite nicely, there's still like quite a bit that I want to do. Obviously I'm not the best at landscaping and making the place look pretty, but we're trying, so... Baryonyx on the way. What's going on over here? Yeah, we might have to get another enclosure, but that might be okay, because up here we're going to get a lagoon and a hatchery, which I think might take up most of this area. But I feel we're going to have a little bit of a gap here, maybe. Possibly. So we might have enough room to put like the brachios up there, potentially. Because this is going to be like carnivore islands here. It's going to be home to the T-Rexes, Allosaurs, Carnosaurs, Indominus Rex maybe. So yeah, that's going to be... It's going to be spicy. We've got to start getting in some more amenities now, because I think we're going to start getting to the point where we need a bit more coverage. Boom, boom. Yeah, so we're not a great coverage. but that's fine. Once we get a few more dinos in this area, then that'll get things really going. Here come the baryonyx. Good.
Please remember, if your kayak becomes
The baryonyx is well suited to different dietary sources, but just because an animal is adaptable doesn't make it invincible. Even this dinosaur needs a carefully planned environment, so make sure we give it an enclosure it can thrive in.
Might need a bit more barren, but we should have plenty of wetland, deep water cover. Yeah, should be right. We might even be able to give these fellas up here, we might be able to give a little bit more of this paddock up, so then we can push this river cruise up a bit and then have a little bit more land. So maybe we can put the stegos in the top half here potentially. Barren cover. Well, yeah, actually you are missing some cover, aren't you? Cover and wetland, which there is a bit more wetland up there. Wetland cover. Come on, give me a little bit. Barren 2%. See, if they came down here, they'll find plenty of barren as well. There we go, that's a bit better, isn't it? Someone's not happy. How much water's it got? Oh, fighting. Fucking come on. I thought they liked baryonyx. Maybe they didn't like baryonyx. Deep water, pasture, wetland. It's got plenty of wetland. And it needs. It's got plenty of wetland. It needs a more barren. This can be all barren because I've now got way too much wetland. Yeah, that's good. It's got plenty of deep water. It's just a cohabitation issue now, which we're gonna have to deal with. Pasture, and then a bit more pasture here. So I want people to be able to see out this area. I might put a bit more water back in, just like a tad. Yeah, okay, cool. Dino fight! These two seem to be getting very, well, three get to be very close to each other. We can probably like split this area up a little bit, but I might do that off stream because how much space? Area, so they've got a lot of space. And they've got quite a bit of space. So I might be able to sort of cut this area down. We'll use this area as a sort of a tester. We may even have to like cut this in half because of the baryonyx as well. But we'll see. We might be even get able to cut it down significantly and put another one like in the middle.
Any good manager has to know how to delegate, and I'm one good manager. Observe.
No, you're not. You're
I'm handing this task to you.
You are a penis. $76. Ankylosaurus. 213. I like an Ankylosaurus. Welcome in, McBain. Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? Big sad. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm trying to make a nice little Jurassic beard place for all the dinos to live.
Procedure complete.
It's coming along anyway.
Personnel, please stay.
could probably try another batch, couldn't we? Things are pissing me off today.
Synthesis procedure complete. Incubation personnel, please stand by.
Defensive and humble, skittish. Bloody scientists. Yeah, we've made a bit of a boo-boo at the moment because obviously I upped the level and the dinosaurs aren't cooperating with each other quite as easy as they were before.
Commencing synthesis procedure.
Assets requiring collection.
Okay. I think we're gonna have to get rid of the big boy,
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased
so I can't have two strange situations.
Asset collection request received. Asset has been collected.
That's going to be getting out of control as well, so we need to do something about that sooner rather than later.
Request acknowledged. Added to the list.
Love you, baby.
we are pleased to welcome the Tyrannosaurus to the park.
En route to pick up the asset.
With its thick skull and clubbed tail, the Ankylosaurus can be both a handful and also one of the premier species in this facility.
Yeah.
Which one we get is gonna depend on how well we take care of it.
Ground nut, ground leaf. And we need a little bit of water. Ground fruit. Ground fruit. Ground leaf. Pasture. Wetlands. Where's the ground fruit then? Okay, so we'll put a bit of this in this corner. Lovely. Lots of ground fruit. Pasture. Ground leaf. Pasture, pasture, pasture. Ground leaf. There we go. Water, pasture, and wetlands. So we'll put like a little wetland in the corner. Love you, baby. And then we'll put in a fuck ton of pasture. There we go. So what are these fellas like? Like sauropods. The Orphner ones. Iguanodons. Dislike Stegosaurus. Great, I wanted to put Stegos in there. What about Triceratops? Scavengers. Iguanodons. Like sauropods. But the sauropods like them? That's the real question. Let's get another batch lined up. And we'll put them in with the brachios and see how they do. And then if they don't like it, we can move them to the other place. Sounds like fair, doesn't it? Why is it always one odd one?
Commencing synthesis procedure.
Oh. Died in a fight. Oh, okay, the Spinosaurus is fucking clearing house apparently. Okay, well, that's disappointing. Assume that Spino's going to come for that one. I mean, if you could just sort of like, you know, off it, that would make life a bit easier for us. That's in the air. Okay, well, we're going to release this over here, see what this does. And then we will... A lot of air traffic over Jurassic Beer tonight. Lots of catch teams, lots of deliveries, lots of transports.
Asset transportation underway.
So while we are here, actually, we can, in this paddock, I do want to have, like, a gyrosphere station, I think. Oh, that's kind of cool. What about this one? It's also kind of cool. Do I like that one better? I feel that one kind of fits better. I think I might have to put it maybe here. It might be a bit too close. Have to sort of keep it quite short. So I don't want it to disturb the track too much. the enclosure even. Dead dinosaur.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome you.
He died. Oh, we've had one die of old age. Pachycephalosaurus. You had a
I
long
can
and
tell
happy
that you'll be
life.
as excited about this task as I am. Get out there and hit it out the park.
Okay, right, we had this one over here, didn't we? So 70%. Happy, happy, happy.
Should an animal
So where's the ankylosaur? What's for environmental issues? Ground leaf, pasture, and wetland.
Transporting asset.
Ground fruit, ground leaf. Pasture we've got, so it needs wetland and ground leaf. What did I say? Ground leaf and wetlands. Which we might have if it sort of goes a little bit further. You're going the wrong way, mate. This doesn't really help me.
Please remember, if your kayak becomes beached at any point in the tour, remain seated and our expert staff will come to you.
Okay, so we might be able to put the outclaws in here. That might be okay then, if they like the brachiosaurs and brachiosaurs like them. Missing the tiniest bit of torn up. There we go, torn up. Where's the Ankylosaurus? That's fine. Missing wetland, which if it went over there a little bit fucking more.
Para mayor seguridad, nuestros kayaks están hechos de un material increíblemente resistente que puede soportar fuerzas mucho mayores de las que pueden encontrarse en el
One more time. The ground fruits. Okay, so they're happy. Popularity. More guests are desperate to visit the spot, but the security team have put a cap on the guests. Chance of sabotage risk public rating -10. I'll take the public risk. Okay, the anklos are happy in there, so we can move these fellas, ladies. Excuse my gendering again. So can these go with the anklos as well? No, it dislikes its own species. Lovely. that one's sleeping, so you shouldn't be able to miss. Anything
En route to collect the
since
asset.
I don't have you. So we got these clothes over there. There's our little mate.
Pour plus de sécurité, nos kayaks sont constitués de matériaux
Adult female, adult male. So what's a male? Which we can. Why does it have to be skittish? How much pennies do we have? Humble, tolerant, social. No, we're going to discard those.
Transportation in progress.
Wow! At this
Wow.
rate, we'll need to add home to the world's most efficient park manager to the brochure. Nicely done.
Yeah, what he said. We'll have a male. And begin incubation. I don't know if anklo babies will be a good idea, but it's always a possibility. So we might be able to, again, like I said, break down the Spino enclosure a little bit, purely because I need more room for more dinos. Although at the moment this is working. I'm quite happy with the selection in here now. So that's nice. It's just over here.
Asset delivered. Collecting asset.
We might have to make space over there because that's now way too big for one Spino. Unless we get a couple of Spinos in there, which we possibly could actually. And then we're going to have to reuse this site here for something. Possibly Stegos and Triceratops.
Confirming asset delivery. Transit has commenced.
Environmental issues. Ground through pasture. There's plenty of it around, mate. The other ones have found it.
For your added safety, our kayak
That's the alpha, that's why. We might need a bit bigger space for these squads. They're happy. Missing tall leaf. What do you mean tall leaf? Can someone like get out of there? Fucking check on this fucking thing, please. One, two, three. Before we release this motherfucker. Okay, now we delete. Got rid of that motherfucker. Come on, good. Fucking what is going on here? Seriously.
Please make sure to row your kayaks as smoothly as possible to avoid disturbing the animals.
Any day now. There we go. So it's just this one that's just been a little bit fucky. But they are comfortable, so they're going to have to deal with that. Until we do like a massive rejig of that enclosure, which I think we're going to have to do at some point, to be fair.
Any ecology is made up of an uncountable number of tiny interactions. Everything matters to something else.
I've done some
In
of
our
this full
case,
fights
this
one.
next objective matters to me. Could you take it on?
How about no? Right. 57. What does Stegos? Hundo. Dislikes. Stegosaur. I likes the Micro Centaurus. Hates carnivores, hates other. Maybe put some of the birds in there. The Ortho, Guanodon, and the Ornithomisurid words. Oh, wicked! This actually has a thing for it.
Oviraptor.
Oviraptor.
Allura Titan.
Allura Titan. What does that come under? Ankylosaur, Stegosaurid. But to the Stegosauri like you. Do we have... We have Iguanodon. Do we have the other ones? Or those other ones just like the birds? Oh, those Ornithomimus.
Ornithomimus.
Okay, right, everyone needs to go on a rest. Actually, that is probably the next course of action. Everyone just chill your beans. While we get this shit shut down. I was so broken hearted. While we wait for that, I'm just gonna look at this stream stuff in this bottom corner. Oh, that's TikTok. No, look at that. I wonder it looks blurry as fuck. Oh, look at this. So the more obscure of you will notice that we have got the song thing in the corner now. So you can see what song I'm playing live on MediaBit. I think that looks okay. We'll lock that in. We'll lock that in. Trying to forget you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the Tyrannosaurus to the park.
Se il kayak dovesse arenarsi qualsiasi momento,
Something in French. Okay, cute. Now we have some pennies. Now we have to start getting a team in there, and I. Gonna have to add more teams to the
For the ride of a lifetime at our
the
giant
thingy majigs. So I want to get like something a little bit different. We need to get some more Pachycephalosaurus, don't we? Because one of them passed away. Let's get some Oratorions. And let's get some Stegos. Fit and social, humble and fit, social. They should be fine. Begin the incubation!
commencing synthesis procedure.
Nocturnal, resilient, skittish. Not too fussed about nocturnal because at least we got some coverage at night. I wish there was like a little. I know they've got like the dens for breeding, but I wish they had like a little like den they could go sleep in.
Incubation complete. Prepare asset for release.
They're gonna go in.
Asset collection request received.
Synthesis received.
Heading to pick up the asset. Picking up asset.
Okay, we got dinos on the way.
And gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Ornithomimus to the
Closure. Better put one of these in, I suppose.
Transportation underway.
Probably good if I had one of those and a gate. Maybe this side. There we go. That's probably a good idea, isn't it?
ladies and gentlemen. We are
Intolerant and aggressive. Fit and intolerant. Lovely. Well, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. Oh, we got another death. What's happened here? Oh, the Microcentaurus.
Asset transportation underway.
Oh no, they're all getting old age over
The
here.
Ornithomimus, or bird mimic, has a remarkably large brain for its size. The areas dedicated to movement and coordination are especially well developed, fitting for a dinosaur that can reach such impressive speeds. It makes you wonder if bird brain is as savage an insult as some might think.
Sure. So, what we money we got? We need more money. Microcentaurus, Cretus, Microtigris, Cretus. And we need a Pachycephalosaurus. Lovely. And then that's quite a few there. We don't need that many. We'll get those 3 in.
Asset has been delivered.
Okay, coolio. We might need to get another hatchery, actually. It might be a good idea. Well, our Spinode baryonyx experiment sort of failed. I think, like, off stream I'm going to have to, like, sort of figure this area out, potentially, but we'll see how this goes first.
Asset has been collected. Confirming asset delivery.
Cover. Okay. There we go, perfect. Ground leaf. Ground leaf. Alright, let's get these ladies in. How much are we on now? Okay, let's think about getting in the lagoon, which we don't actually have space for because we haven't unlocked it. So 60,000. That's a piece of piss. That is light work.
Transportation underway.
Okay, done. Now we can get the lagoon. Which I think will be good, sort of. Maybe here. I mean, I would like to use that there, but I want to use the space, so if we sneak that in there, we can do one that way, and then maybe one that way. Dead dinosaur, whereabouts? Are these all dying off? So, because I'm in sort of like the simulation mode of like building stuff, I have got other games I can play. We have got Planet Coaster, so maybe we'll give Planet Coaster a try. And then also we could try Planet Zoo, which I do have on my PC. So I did try playing it a long time ago and it wasn't running very well, but hopefully on my this is the new PC, so this might be okay. Look at that.
This graceful herbivore, the Titan, was one of the last non-avian dinosaurs to go extinct. That long neck and striking crest makes it a real crowd pleaser. And that's also where it got its name, which translates to Titanic Swan.
Titanic Swan. Wetland, ground fibre. Ground fibre. Maybe a little bit more wetland. Cover, ground fruit, ground leaf, water. Ground leaf. Come on, give me ground fruit and water. Do water, that's not a problem. And ground fruit. Perfect. Off for my miss, 100%. A little Titan, 100%. Adult population, they want some more adults, that's fine. Adult population, they want some more. Area, they've got plenty of space. No sources of salmonella remain. Well, that's always good to know. We'll send these over here. Let's see you again. Ready for incubation. Nope, nope. No. And no. Social, resilient. Okay, cool. Kind of wary of letting the stego in here now because this habitat is working quite nicely. So
Asset being transported.
if I ever see you again. Okay, so we got that in there. That was good. That was what we were working on. And then over here we can also put none of those. The hatchery. I'm not gonna have that one. Quite like that. Quite like the industrial look. If either that one or that one, I'm kind of feeling maybe that, because I like how low the cage gets. We're gonna have loads of room over here, you know, actually. just going to flatten this down a little bit to make life a bit easier for everyone. It's quite the hill. That's not what I wanted at all. That's what I wanted. Kind of like that mound, you know. At least that's a significantly better than it was. That side, I'll give it a little bit of grace because of the track. But we'll put a little bit, some edge on it, like that. Lovely. Maybe we'll move to the lagoon this side because I always like having like a little water feature in the like the lagoon, maybe that way. So let's swap this around. Just the same sort of situation. Maybe we'll have like that. And then the lagoon. What's the difference? Okay, and then let's see. Give a little bit of space there. Ooh, that's almost close. Oh, we got a storm inbound. I might just leave it like that for now and see what happens. So let's get these released as well. We're doing Pachycephalosaurus. We've got a storm inbound. Open the shelters. I hope we don't get a tornado. I feel like helicopters shouldn't be operating in this weather. Oh, that's another thing I could have got. I can get done. brings tears to my eyes. That's kind of cool. That's cooler up, but I'm okay. Jurassic Park. Container ready for this. Got some more Pachycephalosauruses. We also need a name for all these dinosaurs, so if you want to get a Pachycephalosaurus named after your suggestion or yourself, let me know socials in the comments below. Okay. Close all shelters. Panic over.
We apologize for any inconvenience experienced
I think
during
it's
our
time
recent
we
handling of
probably
anomalous
turn this
events.
on as well. Again. When you were with me. Yes, I believe. 100%, 100%. Okay, everyone is happy over here, I think. 91, which is better than what it was, so... Thought that was a Leon, but it wasn't. As... Okay, we are piling it on now. Yeah, this is actually going to be fine, because even if I make the lagoon a little bit bigger, then I can definitely get another paddock in here that's going to be Brachiosaurus size, maybe, or like for the bigger sauropods. So that's not a problem whatsoever. And I've still got plenty of room for the carnivore kingdom over here. Can actually start getting stuff over here. So hatchery. Kind of maybe want this closer so it's easy for staff to get in. Disease contracted. We've got diseasels. Coughs and sneezels. Spread diseasels.
to welcome an ornithomimus to the park. Asset has been transported.
How can that fucking connect to that, but not this one? Oh, did I put a wrong one? Oh, I put the underwater one in, didn't I? That's why, because I'm a silly. Small marine animals. Oh, that's for flying reptiles and dinosaurs. Yeah, sure was that one. I might connect it to this. Just to sort of keep it out of the way. And then we'll put that one maybe like next to it. And then we want Avery viewing gallery. That's one. Probably only need one there. They kind of like this big old boy. Okay, that might be the basic. So I don't think we need a road around there. We can probably just have a road that goes through here. We can maybe like sliver this road around a bit to get this out of the way. To give us a bit more space. We do need a lagoon. A lagoon hatchery though. One of those. And we need a feeder. Which we can probably put on that side. There. So we sort of got a basic idea of how we want all of this. So we'll bring this road in just a tad. We'll put a nice little water feature in there somewhere. I can possibly continue to flatten out some of this area, but this road might cut over there. So we could possibly start thinking about doing that actually. So if we do something like that just to give us a bit of an idea. Perfect. Yeah, I might have to do a little bit more. I mean, this is not like terrible to be fair. Because we might have to do some flattening here, but this will go around here like that and just circle the Avery, or circle a lagoon, but then connect to like the Avery points, and we can maybe have some like shops along here, some like refreshments and the restroom and the shelters and stuff, so then the coverage is okay. And then we can think about putting in another paddock in here with perhaps like a zip line in or something, which would be quite cool. I don't think these can actually go into the aviary. If they can go into the aviary, that would be pretty cool. Just do like a little test. No, they can't. That's a shame. That is a shame. But yeah, we sort of know what we're doing now. We've got our... We got our next paddock up and running. We got 2 paddocks up and running. We've got a few more little friends. Ground fibre. There's plenty of ground fibre there, mate. We've got a few Dracorexes in here, and we've got a few extra friends in here as well. We've got some Ankylosaurus over here, and we had a Spino. We did have some Baryonyx, but it killed most of them bar one. So, yeah, that's not too terrible. Let's release the Stegosaurus and see how it fits in over here just before we start wrapping things up. Every day. We'll see how that goes. See whether they will be alright in there or not. Find out right now, friends. Resist. Get better than this. So the container is being delivered. Why have we not got a... Unit maybe not have anything for that. Okay, let's release a Stego. It's a tester paddock. See, these can cohabitate with each other. If not, they're getting sold. Cures over time, so there's nothing we can do to speed that up. Good time. Oh, salmonella. Well, we can get that. That's all we can get for now. Right, okay, let's go check out the Stego, see how well they do. Cover, ground fibre, ground fruit. Oh, they might be happy in here, you know. Got ground fibre, ground fruit. We should have water. Might need a bit of cover, but... Dun, 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 dun. Might have a bit too much wetland, but... where are the other fellas? Ladies. They were all fine a second ago. Ground fibre. Ground fibre, ground fruit. Da, 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 da. Ground fiber, ground fruit. Come on. There we go. They're all happy chappies. Ground fiber, ground fruit. It needs a little bit more water. Ground fiber's fine. Down. Ground fiber. Let me fucking. There we go. How is that less? Why is that giving me less? That's not how the game works. Ground fruit, ground fiber. Why is it not giving me any ground fiber? Ah, maybe that'll work. Come on. Need a little bit more cover, but okay. Stego's happy. These are almost happy. What are they missing? Ground leaf. Come on, give me just a little bit more. Perfect, they're now happy. Check on Mr. Stego. Mr. Stego's happy. And the other one's happy. We're all happy and thriving. Apart from in real life. But other than that, areas are not too bad, but that's fine. That's all fine. Oh, down. Right, on that note, friends, I'm going to call it a stream. Done a nice chill 2 hours. We'll be back tomorrow because one of three's out. He's at System of the Down. I know people will be watching the football. I won't be because we're probably going to lose. So, where's my end of the screen? So I'll be back. I'm going to try and play the Adventures of Elliot tomorrow. Give us something a little bit different, a little bit mix it up for it, because I keep meaning to get back to that game and we did have fun, but the weather's been so warm. The Jurassic Park is just like a nice, easy game we can play just to while my brain's melting. So I'm going to peace out on TikTok. So peace out TikTok. Catch you later. And then we are peacing out on Twitch and YouTube. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, with the Adventures of Elliot. Another chill, beardy stream. And yeah, hope you're all enjoying it. We're back Thursday with one of three as well, with Sniper Elite. Friday, I'm not too sure. Possibly Dis or Elliot. And then maybe again at the weekend, maybe me and Lady Bird will have another date night and play some games, play some horror games, see if we can actually advance anywhere on that game. But yeah, have a good rest of your evening, friends. I will catch you tomorrow. Peace and love, everyone. Bye for now. Bye.